So we're joined now by Ed Grigg from Incorporatewear here in the studio. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning.
Now, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, my name's Ed Grigg. I'm General Manager of Incorporatewear, a UK company. I look after the whole UK side of the business. We are a global company, part of an Australian business, supplying corporate clothing and uniforms.
So there are many elements to a brand. Where does uniform sit in that hierarchy?
Uniform's really important. With companies, the biggest thing that they have, the biggest strategic weapon they have to grow their business is their brand. Therefore, the uniform and the staff that represent the brand, it's really, really important. If you have a very good brand and your staff are dressed poorly, it doesn't represent the brand and it doesn't reinforce those brand values. So we find it very important to make sure that the staff are looking very good, that they feel comfortable, and more importantly, they're reinforcing the brand values of that company.
So where do you start when a new customer comes to you?
If we get the design right, it can reinforce the brand and it can empower the people as well that are working within that uniform. So we look at design from the point of view of what would the wearer like, and the wearer likes something that is going to be fashionable. They're not going to be wanting something that screams uniform at them. They want to feel good, they want to feel empowered in their workplace, and they need to reinforce the brand. A good example of that is the work that we did with Virgin Atlantic. A very stylish uniform, really focused on the wearer. You go into Gatwick Airport, for example, the first thing you see is the Virgin Atlantic staff and crew looking fantastic in their bright red uniforms, reinforcing the brand, making them feel great. That's when we know we've got it right.
So how do you make sure then that you get the right balance between quality and price when it comes to uniforms?
Unit price is important, and if we go to competitive tender, it's always one of the key points that we're measured on is how expensive the product is. There is an old adage, buy cheap, buy twice though. So you have to be very careful that you're not just chasing the lowest price, the quality of the product suffers as a result. Because if the quality of the product suffers, the brand will suffer, and that's not a good reflection on the company. So we focus very much around maintaining high corporate standards of fabric and also how the garment fits as well. When you have those elements correct, you can look at how long the garment will last. Many of our garments, we will provide guarantees that they'll last 2 years with normal wear and tear, and that has to be very rigorously tested. And you want the person who's wearing the garment after 2 years to look as good as when they were wearing it when they first tried it on.
Ed, thank you for giving some insight into that today, and thank you for joining us in the studio.
Thank you.